Hi guys, Mark from Burton Bibles here, bringing you another video review of a Bible that I'm particularly excited about because this Bible is one that is going onto the website, so we will be able to retail this Bible for you. So I will put a link in the description to our website. This is the 2-version Bible from Crimond House publishers. This is a Bible that I own myself, although this copy here is a brand new one for the purposes of this video. It is a Bible rather, that has featured on the channel before. In the very early days of the channel I did a video review as a sort of practice or a test for the channel, so I thought it was perhaps worthy of doing a better job nowadays with my microphone and my better camera and stuff like that. So here we go then. This is the 2-version Bible from Crimond House. Comes in this nice sturdy 2-part box, very attractive. And as we open the box and get into the Bible, you'll see that it has a very nice looking calfskin cover. This is very nice, a smooth calfskin, kind of like an ironed calfskin, but you can pick out the grain, even though it is very smooth. You'll notice also that it is perimeter stitched, which is very nice indeed. And you'll also notice the absolutely beautiful art gilt page edges there. So even, so smooth, just looks phenomenal, doesn't it? You can see the signatures of the Bible. Single black ribbon, which is kind of average. There's our spine, Crimond House. Some tooled ribs and hubs there, but very attractive indeed. It's got black and yellow head and tail bands there as well. And I mentioned the perimeter stitching. That's because it is lined with a synthetic leather liner. No paste down liner here. It's a synthetic leather liner, very similar in fact to the Cambridge Concord wide margin or the Cameo. In fact, most goatskin Bibles from Cambridge are lined with a synthetic leather liner, apart from the turquoise, which is actually leather lined. The Bible is edge lined as well, which is fantastic. You can see the edge coming in onto the text block there, so that's good as well. So this is a very high quality production Bible, and it retails for £90, which is an excellent price if you ask me. Normal retail price is £115, but it is on offer at the moment for £90. And you will notice that as you get into the Bible, it is actually printed and bound in the Netherlands on acid-free paper by Youngblood. So that goes to show you the quality that is here. This is a Youngblood Bible, so a lot of Cambridge, high-end Cambridges are produced by Youngblood. R.L. Allens are produced by Youngblood. So this is an excellent pedigree for this Bible. Now you will notice that the paper is beautiful. The paper is 40 GSM. 40 GSM paper. It is highly opaque. It is fantastic to the touch, and I have no doubt that you would be able to mark in this Bible without any fear of bleeding or significant ghosting even. You'll notice that Nigel Lynn is mentioned here. He was the Bible manager at Oxford University Press, so he himself has a good pedigree, and Crimond House used Nigel Lynn as a kind of an agent or a director to help produce this Bible in the best way possible. So it's got excellent people, excellent companies involved in it here. And this is a 2-version Bible, but it is primarily a King James Version Bible. You'll see that with the layout here. It's the King James text here, and then it has the Revised Version suggestions, the Revised Version differences, if you like, where they have translated differently to the KJV in the margin. Now, I vastly prefer this layout as opposed to the Cambridge Interlinear, for example, where you have the Revised Version inserted into the text above and below sort of thing. It makes for a very cluttered and confused reading experience, if you ask me. So they've put the Revised Version into the margins, and as a result, the text benefits. So if you like a King James Version Bible and you just want to be aware of the alternative Revised Version renderings, this is perfect. This Bible is absolutely perfect. Going back to the beginning, you will see that it has the epistle dedicatory there, and it also has the translator's letter to the reader, which is very nice to see. The Revised Version, of course, was the first major revision of the King James Version for 300 years. It was finished and completed in 1885, so this is a late Victorian times translation. And the majority of the differences that you're going to find are in the New Testament, where a different text was used. The KJV obviously used the Receptus, the Textus Receptus, the received text, whereas the Revised Version drew on later texts that were discovered, and you can view those as positive or negative. And again, I don't want to get into an argument about translations again, but what I appreciate about this Bible, as somebody who prefers the King James Version, is that I find these additions from the Revised Version occasionally very, very helpful and very, very useful. Now, the Revised Version was criticised for being excessively literal, but in some cases the translations, particularly in the New Testament perhaps, were in actual fact possibly slightly more accurate as well. So it's nice to have the RV in the column, in the marginal column there, just to refer to and potentially have a nicer rendering or a nicer translation which just brings out a little bit more depth, a little bit more meaning, a little bit more meat, if you like, when you're studying the scriptures. So that's very nice to have. Now, all of the changes are listed as well in between the Testaments and also at the back of the Bible. So you will get them listed there as well. And it also has a list of the renderings that were preferred by the American scholars, because the Revised Version invited scholars from America to also contribute to the translation, and that contribution from the American side eventually became the American Standard Version. Okay, so that is just how that fits into the bigger picture. The print in this Bible is fantastic. It is an older typeface, an older setting, but nevertheless it's very nice indeed. You can see how this Bible is working. If you want to pause, you can pause and have a look at that. Here we have a passage in Hebrews, and you can see also the way this is working. So we have numbers here, so 4 is appointed, and as it is appointed, and you have the alternative Revised Version here, which is laid up for, and then number 5 here, and after this cometh the judgment. So again, there's a little difference there which might help you with that. And again, we have this famous verse 28, Christ was once offered to bear the sins of many, and we have some notes down there as well. We do have centre column references as well, so this is a reference Bible. We do have verse chapter breakdowns just there, and we do have running headers as well, so perfection of Christ's sacrifice. So that's just a little bit about the layout, and you can see from this, the way we're looking at this, the paper is beautiful, it's opaque, it does feel thicker in the hand as well, which is nice. Just turning a few pages for you there, and it is a lovely Bible. I really do appreciate this Bible. I have one myself, like I say. I've had mine for about 5 years and it's worn extremely well. It still looks almost new. Fantastic. The paper you could mark in this Bible with absolutely no problem. That 40 GSM paper will take microns and GTEC C4s, no problem at all, with no ghosting significantly at all. Beautiful paper. This paper feels very similar to the paper in the Concord wide margin, to be honest, so this is perfect for marking. So there we have it, the 2-version Bible from Crimond House, available now from Burton Bibles. just to give you an idea of size before we go, here is a Cambridge Concord. Very, very similar footprint, but of course the Concord is ultra slim because it's on far thinner India paper. So there is a bit of a size comparison, and here is the Westminster Bible in a hardback form from TBS. Again, similar footprint, bit wider and a bit deeper, but very similar in terms of height. So this is what I would call a standard sized Bible, a personal sized Bible if you like, perfect for carrying around to meetings, and as I've said already, a beautifully produced Bible and perfect for somebody who actually prefers the King James Version text but also finds beneficial to have those alternative renderings and the revised version preferences in the margin just to refer to as a study aid or a help in understanding the scriptures. So that's what this Bible is good for, that's what it's aimed at, and I thoroughly recommend it to you. An absolutely wonderful edition. So take care, God bless, and we'll catch up with you on another video soon. Bye.